Why do most people stay broke their entire lives, even when they work hard every single day? It's not because they're lazy. It's not because they don't want to succeed. The truth is much simpler, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. The system is designed to keep you exactly where you are, but if you understand the trap, you can finally escape it. Let's start with the brutal reality. Right now, 78% of workers in this country are living paycheck to paycheck. 78%. That means even people making six figures are one emergency away from financial disaster. They look successful on the outside. Nice car, decent apartment. Maybe they go on vacation once a year. But underneath it all, they're drowning. Why? Because they were never taught how money actually works. They were taught how to earn it, but never how to keep it or grow it. The first trap is lifestyle inflation. You get a raise, what's the first thing you do? You upgrade your lifestyle. New car, bigger apartment, nicer clothes, eating out more often. Your expenses rise to match your income, so you stay stuck at the same financial level. It doesn't matter if you make $30,000 or $300,000. If every dollar that comes in goes right back out, you're still broke. The money never gets a chance to work for you. It's like filling a bucket with holes in the bottom. The second trap is trading time for money. Most people only have one way to make income: their job. They sell their hours for dollars. There are only 24 hours in a day and you need to sleep for at least some of them. That means your income is capped by the number of hours you can physically work. You can never get ahead this way. The richest people in the world figured out early that you need to stop trading time for money and start creating systems that make money while you sleep. But most people never make that shift. Third trap is bad debt. Not all debt is bad. A mortgage on a property that generates rental income can be good debt. Student loans for a degree that actually increases your earning power can be good debt. But most of the debt people carry is terrible debt. Credit card debt for things they don't need. Car loans for vehicles that lose half their value the moment they drive off the lot. Buy now, pay later schemes that trick you into spending money you haven't earned yet. This kind of debt doesn't build wealth. It destroys it. Every month you're paying interest to banks instead of investing that money in your future. Fourth trap is keeping up with the Joneses. Social media has made this 10 times worse. You see your friends posting about their new iPhone, their vacation in Bali, their luxury car, and suddenly your perfectly fine life looks pathetic. So you spend money to impress people who don't even care about you. You buy things you don't need with money you don't have to impress people you don't like. And at the end of it all, you have a bunch of stuff that doesn't make you happy and a bank account that's empty. Fifth trap is the education system. Nobody taught you about compound interest in school. Nobody explained how taxes work, how credit scores work, how investing actually works. They taught you how to be a good employee, not how to be financially free. Think about that. 12 years of education, and most people graduate without knowing how to balance a checkbook or understand what an index fund is. The system doesn't want you financially literate. It wants you dependent. The sixth trap is instant gratification. We live in a world designed to hijack your dopamine system. One-click ordering, same-day delivery, endless scrolling showing you things to buy. Every ad is engineered to make you feel like you need something you didn't even know existed 5 minutes ago. Most people can't delay gratification for 30 days, let alone the years it takes to build real wealth. They want the reward now, not later. And that single mindset is what separates the broke from the wealthy. The seventh trap is not having clear financial goals. Most people have vague dreams like, I want to be rich or I want to retire someday. Those aren't goals, those are wishes. Real goals have numbers and deadlines. I want to have $200,000 invested by age 35. That's a goal. Without clear targets, you have no direction. You're just wandering financially, hoping something good happens. So how do you escape all these traps? First, you need to change your mindset completely. Stop thinking like an employee. Start thinking like an owner. The game isn't about earning more money. It's about keeping more of what you earn and making that money work harder than you do. Start by tracking every single dollar that comes in and goes out for 30 days. Most people have no idea where their money actually goes. They think they know, but they don't. You'll be shocked when you see the numbers. That daily coffee habit? That's over $1,000 a year. Those subscription services you forgot about, another 500. Small leaks sink big ships. Next, create a real budget. Not the kind where you feel deprived. The kind where every dollar has a job. Give every dollar a purpose. 50% of your income should go to necessities, 30% to wants, 20% to savings and investments. Adjust those percentages based on your situation. But the key is having a plan before the money hits your account. Pay yourself first. Before you pay any bills, before you spend anything, take 20% of your income and move it into a separate account. Treat it like a bill you owe yourself. Most people try to save what's left after spending, which is backwards. You need to save first, then spend what's left. Destroy your bad debt. List all your debts from smallest to largest balance. Pay minimum payments on everything, except the smallest one. Throw every extra dollar at that smallest debt until it's gone. Then move to the next one. This is called the debt snowball method. And it works because of the psychological wins you get from paying things off quickly. Build an emergency fund. Start with $1,000, then work your way up to 3 to 6 months of living expenses. This money sits in a high-yield savings account, where it's safe and earning a little interest. The purpose isn't to make money. It's to protect you from life's surprises, so you don't have to go into debt when things go wrong. Increase your income. Cutting expenses only gets you so far. At some point, you need to make more money. Start a side hustle. Learn a high-income skill. Ask for a raise. Switch to a better-paying job. The average millionaire has 7 streams of income. You don't need 7 tomorrow, but you need more than 1. Start investing as early as possible. Compound interest is the most powerful force in finance. If you invest $200 a month starting at age 20, assuming a 7% annual return, you'll have over $500,000 by age 65. If you wait until age 40 to start investing that same amount, you'll only have about $150,000. Time is your biggest advantage or your biggest enemy. Educate yourself constantly. Read books about money. Listen to podcasts. Follow people who are actually wealthy, not just people who look wealthy on Instagram. The more you learn, the more you earn. Knowledge compounds just like money does. Surround yourself with the right people. Your network determines your net worth. If everyone around you is broke and complaining about money, guess what's going to happen to you? Find people who are where you want to be financially. Learn from them. Their habits will rub off on you. Stop trying to look rich and start trying to be rich. Drive the paid-off car. Live in the smaller apartment. Wear the clothes you already own. The people who matter won't care, and the people who care aren't worth impressing anyway. Understand that building wealth is a long game. It's not about getting rich quick. Those schemes almost never work. It's about consistent, boring decisions made over years. Most people quit before they see results because they expect overnight success. The people who make it are the ones who keep showing up even when it feels like nothing is happening. Finally, give yourself permission to want more. There's nothing wrong with wanting financial freedom. There's nothing wrong with wanting to provide for your family without stress. There's nothing wrong with wanting to travel the world or retire early or build something meaningful. Those desires aren't greedy. They're human. The only thing wrong would be having those desires and doing nothing about them. The path out of being broke isn't complicated, but it's not easy either. It requires discipline, consistency, and the willingness to do things differently than everyone around you. Most people won't do it. They'll keep living the same way, making the same excuses, staying in the same financial prison. But you don't have to be most people. You now know why most people stay broke. The question is, what are you going to do differently starting today? Because knowing the traps isn't enough. You have to take action. Start with tracking your spending this week. Just that one step will change how you think about money forever. Then build from there. 1% better every day compounds into massive results over time. The system wants you to stay broke. It profits when you're in debt and living paycheck to paycheck. But you don't have to play by their rules. You can rewrite your financial story. It won't happen overnight, but it will happen if you stay consistent. The life you want is on the other side of these changes. The only question left is whether you're willing to make them. Which of these 7 traps hit you the hardest? What's one money trap that's been keeping you stuck the longest? What's the very first step you're going to take after watching this? Be sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe. We have a lot more to teach you about how to build the life of your dreams.